Good morning. I forgot to bring a jet boil, so we're having a morning campfire, and it's barely first light. Check out the view of the mountains. Look at this lighting. It's magical. Oh, this is exciting. Check this out. In today's mushroom video, it's late fall. It's like middle of November. I was actually out here grouse hunting. I'm missing grouse quite a bit. Oh, way high. Missed all 3 times. But side quest here for a prized mushroom. Do you know what this is? Look at that. This is the prized hedgehog mushroom. And man, these are a treat, okay? They're very similar in texture and flavor to a chanterelle, but even better in my opinion. It's like a firm texture. And look at the teeth on these. So it's usually this peach cream color, and underside has all these teeth. Check this out. They break right off too. They're very brittle. All parts of this mushroom are edible, but I kind of like to break off the teeth because they just make a mess in the dish, and they come off so easy anyways out here in the field. Oh, these are exciting. This mushroom usually is pretty frost tolerant too. Maybe not like super duper hard, long lasting freezes, but they're a little bit more hardy than the chanterelle. Usually as the chanterelle is phasing out, these hedgehogs are coming in. Let's see if we can find a few more of these. Let's go ahead and get out our mushroom knife. Amongst all the snacks, here it is. Love this one right now for the hedgehogs, especially because of this brush, to get all these little teeth off. Just give them a little scrape with your fingernail or the back end of your knife, and then a quick brush, and that will make it nice and clean, easy to cook later. Like I said, they are edible, but they're just super messy. Bam, there you go. Hedgehog. In the Heidenellum family. Alright. Since we're kind of on the move, I don't have the basket. I just have this halfway breathable, halfway plastic bag. This potato sack has a breathable pattern on this side. It is fully plastic on the other side, so not super ideal for mushrooms, but it'll work. Check out these pretty coral mushrooms. And some winter chanterelles. These are good edible. Put them in the mushroom bag. Fry them up later. Okay, let's keep moving on, and we'll keep our eyes out for more hedgehogs. This might be a hedgehog too. Looks like it's practically growing out of this tree, but I think it's actually in the ground. Yep. Nice. Another beautiful hedgehog here. Heidenellum species. Ready for the bag. Pristine forest, yet somebody decided to throw the Red Bull off the side of the trail like it was their own personal recycling bin. But we'll save this, keep it, and throw it away properly. Here's a peeled cedar. The indigenous people of this area used cedar bark for many things, like baskets for berries, baskets for all kinds of things, even carrying babies on their back, all kinds of weaving and all sorts of stuff. You could see where here the tree has healed itself from where the bark had been removed. Cut here on the bottom, cut on the sides, and then pulled back like a sheet, and it would just, you know, come loose. That's why it would get skinnier and skinnier up top. So this is a piece of cultural heritage right here. Peeled cedar tree. Found a little flush. There's one right here. Another one right there. It's kind of smushed. There it is. Ugh. Getting a little older here. And I'll put it here with these. Like that. Look at that one. Coming up. Oh, nope, that's a different one. It's got gills. It looked like it from the top, but look at this one. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. And then there's a little baby one right there. I think there's another one over here, maybe? No. Different mushroom. Okay. All right, a little pocket of them anyways. Chanterelles might be phasing out, but I don't think they're out yet all the way. Yeah, these are some nice little golden chanterelles, so we'll take these too. Not too many of them left. A lot more winter chanterelles now. Just cut off the base, just like that. Perfect. Okay, we found a small handful of those delicious hedgehogs, and I'll keep my eyes open for some more on the way. Gonna move locations now for a grousier spot. And stay tuned because we're going to find a few more hedgehogs, and then I'll show you guys how I like to cook them here in a little bit. Look at this. I'm on my hunt to find my arrow, but I found one of my favorite mushrooms. A whole bunch of them too. They're everywhere. Look at that. Big old hedgehog mushroom. This is a delectable, fine, delicious mushroom. Even though I'm looking for my arrow, I'm in a nice big patch of these, so I'm gonna harvest these really quick. Got a bunch here. So yeah, just take a few minutes and harvest these guys up. There's several more big ones all around me here. Delicious. Delicious hedgehog mushrooms. Here's some more. Big, beautiful ones. Beautiful. Man, this is a score right here. Well, that didn't work out so great for the grouse, but I did get some really great hedgehog mushrooms. So I'm gonna put these in the backpack, made it back down to the road, didn't lose an arrow, so all in all, we're still doing good. Well, we're done foraging, and now we're in the kitchen, ready to cook up our mushrooms. Look at this little bounty. Here we have the chanterelles, the winter chanterelles, and the hedgehogs. I've already scraped off all of the little teeth from these. A couple of these have been in the refrigerator for a little bit now, so they've gotten slightly beat up looking, but they're still perfectly delicious to eat. So we have our 3 different varieties of mushrooms, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways to prepare them. So the first and the easiest and the most versatile way is to just fry them up. So I recommend to dry saute them first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chop up some of these mushrooms, put them in the frying pan with no butter, no oil, and turn it on to like a medium heat, medium high, and let all the moisture cook out like this. Look at all that moisture coming out of them. So we'll keep giving them a stir every so often until there's no more moisture in the pan. That's when we're gonna add our butter and some salt, and that's about it. Before these get all the way crispy, the second way that you can make them is on a pizza. And I like to give them a pre-cook like this for a pizza because I don't want all that moisture making my pizza soggy. So I want to stop cooking these before they're all the way crispy, but let them cook so that all the moisture is out of them before I put them on my pizza. You can make your own pizza, or in this case, we just have a frozen pizza to do our mushroom topping on. Stir around. One more minute, then we're gonna add the mushrooms to the pizza, put the pizza in the oven for a mushroom topped pizza. But the other mushrooms, I'm gonna let simmer for a little bit longer because I love them crispy. I like that texture when you bite into just that fried in butter, salty, meaty texture of wild foraged hedgehogs, chanterelles, and winter chanterelles. So we can do a little taste comparison too. Let's go ahead and taste test our crispy mushrooms. Turn that off. Look at that. All browned, buttery, fried. Yum. Let's start with, I think this one's a chanterelle. Hot. Mmm. Great texture. Mmm. Delicious flavor. Let's see if I can find some hedgehogs. Oh yeah, that's what this is. Okay, couple hedgehogs. Mmm, that's even better. Mm-hmm. Mmm. I think the texture is better, and the flavor to me is a little bit more, I don't know how to describe it. They're both a light flavor, like they just kind of absorb the butter and the salt. But I don't know, just the texture, I guess, is better of the hedgehog, and it's a slightly different flavor that I think is really just good. It's mild and buttery and delicious. And I have one winter chanterelle in here. The other one's on the pizza. So let's do this little fried, tiny little guy. Mmm. That's great too. I mean, honestly, the flavor is very similar for all of them. They're all mild, they're all buttery, crispy, delicious. And from here, you could just have this plain. You could have it like mixed in with like an omelet or any kind of pasta dish, like a cheesy pasta dish. This would be great when they're crispy like this, or a topping to whatever, you know. You could do it on any type of roasted squash, or even like a salad of some kind with like a goat cheese or something. So this is just a versatile way. Just wanted to show everybody how to dry saute them and everything. So we got the fried mushrooms here. We got the pizza in the oven. And the third way actually might just be the easiest, and that's to add them to any kind of soup, stew, or like slow roast. And that's what I'm making tonight. I'm making a pot roast. It's gonna have a bunch of veggies in it and a bunch of these mushrooms. So I will cut these up and add it to the roast tonight. So I'll show you that in a few hours. Here in your time, it'll be right now. For a simple pot roast, sear the chuck roast. Remove your seared meat and add your onions and leeks. Add wine to deglaze. Stir in a bunch of your herbs and then top it off with your broth. Give it a big stir. Whatever else you want to put in there for now. Then you're going to put your meat back in. And we're going to put that in the oven for like 3.5 hours. And then we're going to chop up all our vegetables, chop up our mushrooms, and add it into the pot for like the last hour. That's it. All right, we're going to put this in the oven. Now we wait. It's been like 2.5 hours. Time to add all of our chopped vegetables. Carrots from the garden, parsnip, celery, potatoes, and all of our fresh mushrooms chopped up. So we're gonna open this guy up from the oven. Ooh, yeah. Amazing. Add all the rest of this and we'll put it back in the oven for like 1 more hour. The last step is optional. You take out the meat. Look how small it got. It used to be this huge thing. And then you put the stew back in. Put the stew back in the oven and you mix in a little butter and flour to thicken up the sauce into a little bit of a gravy for just a few more minutes. So we're gonna put the meat back in after that and then serve it and slice up some of this bread right there. Last step, add the meat back in, stir it up, serve and enjoy. That brings us to the end of this episode. Get your very own Fungi on the Fly hat and t-shirt in the description. There's some links in there. And I appreciate you guys all for watching. Thank you so much. Enjoy your meals with your mushrooms. I'll see you on the next video.